Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my channel and checking out this latest look. It's my summer sort of go-to bronzed yet highlighted, shimmery, gorgeous natural makeup look. Light eyes, peachy pinky lips, and something very easy to do in the mornings to give you a lovely shimmery face. If you want to see how I go from this face with no makeup to this face of makeup, which I'm loving at the moment, then please keep watching. Okay, to begin with, I am going with my trusty MAC Prep and Prime Fortified Skin Enhancer Illuminator, and this is in the shade Adjust. It just evens out my skin. I'm still quite tanned from holiday and very, very freckly. It doesn't completely mattify my skin, which I love, so it leaves me with that nice natural glow. Then I'm going in with L'Oreal's True Match Foundation, which I'm loving at the moment, and this shade is perfect for those people with a tan because it's not orange tinted, it's not too yellow, it just seems to have that lovely olive tone to it, olive skin tone for those naturally still sort of tanned people without fake tan on. This is just in the shade Beige, and I've just dotted it all over my face, and then I'm just rubbing it in with a Jessop's style, you know, those Jessup style brushes that you can get off of eBay. I can't actually remember where I ordered these from, but you can get them anywhere, so it's pretty easy. I'm just adding a little bit more to my forehead where it just doesn't seem to want to go brown. Everything else has gone brown, yet the hairline stays red. How irritating is that? And then I'm going in with my Urban Decay and Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, which I love, but it's creasing on me, so I will follow it straight up with a powder. This is in the shade Fair Neutral, and it is very, very bright, as you can see, but it gives you that gorgeous highlighted look. You know, when you want to be bronzed, you don't want everything really dark. You want to be some you know, bronzed and suntanned, and some of you want to be highlighted and, you know, under your eyes and everything. So it's the perfect shade for that. However, you know, trying to buy these shades of foundations and concealers off the internet is not easy. So I'm just patting it in with my finger as well, because sometimes, you know, I decided not to use my beauty blender, and sometimes it doesn't go in the corners of your eyes very well. So next I'm taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light. This is the perfect under eye shade. It's my favourite. I use it every day. I know some of these products are meant to be, well, I wanted to do a full drugstore look, but I can't lie, I only use this under my eyes, so I'm sticking with it. So use what you have. Next I'm going to use my Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, which is the perfect drugstore bronzer. I don't actually think I've ever found another one that I like as much. I did mention this in my beauty haul that I did from Boots, which is my last video, and this is in Sun Bronze 022, and it's not too shimmery, it's very matte. It might have a slight shimmer in it, but it's perfect. Then for my blush, Smile Kylie, I'm going to go in with a MAC shade. This is perfect, and it is the shade Raisin. Now, it looks very brown in the pan and in real life, but when it's on camera or in pictures, it's actually got a slight, you know, it has got the red berry tones in it, which I would usually use in the winter, but I'm loving the darker cheeks at the moment. I go through phases of pinks, and then I go through phases of darkers, and I go through browns and reds and everywhere, so I'm loving this one at the moment. And alongside it, my all-time favourite highlighter. I'm not actually sure I've ever used a different one in any of my videos, excuse me, but I'm going to hit my face with some of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Sandstone. I don't actually have it with me, but I'm pretty sure it's in Sandstone. Love it. Look at those cheeks. It just creates such great cheekbones. Who doesn't want that? I do, I do. Cupid's bow, nose, I'm literally highlighting every area that I can think of. Summer, bronzed, highlighted, glowy, you know, Jennifer Lopez looking kind of look, and we're loving all that at the moment. So forehead, I actually did right at the tops of my crowns as well. I just want the whole of my face in any kind of angle to shimmer, so chin, everywhere, you know, Then I'm going to go in with the Revlon brow product, which I'm not loving, but my Anastasia Beverly Hills had run out, so I had bought this in my Boots haul and I said I would use it, so here I am using it. The pencil isn't great, I've got to be honest, I didn't love it. It's very thick. The tone, even though it says dark brown, it's not. It looks dark brown, and when you actually look at it on the edge of my eyebrow there, it's good for a natural looking sort of more it comes off more of a powder, and your eyebrows look like you've used a powder. But on the edge of the brows, I was noticing, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks grey, which is just weird. Nobody has grey eyebrows unless you're like 85, so I'm not there yet, and I want brows to look the same colour as my actual brow hairs. Yes, I probably say this in every video, my brows suck, but that's why I'm filling them in, so yeah, join the club. Anyway, so I'm just going to sort of fill them in, flick through this one because this is my retarded brow. And then on the other end I'm using the gel. So you have two steps. One step is a crayon pencil and the step 2 is the gel. I do love that it comes with both. You can just pack one product with 2 products, if that makes any sense, into your makeup bag when you go away and you kind of sort it. So, and actually the gel lasted quite well. I quite enjoyed that. So next, taking the Maybelline New York The Nudes palette, and it is the nudes shades. So I'm just going to take, I'm not actually sure that they're all named and numbered. They probably are, but there's a list on the back here and it would take me forever to go through them. So I'm just taking the lighter shade, which is kind of in the middle of the palette, which I pointed to, and I'm putting that all over. Under my brows, on top of my lid, on top of my mobile lid, everywhere. I do like the colours in here, however the lighter shade here, it's not very, the word has escaped me, it's not very pigmented. Hello Kylie, there you are. Next I'm taking the shade that I just showed you and I'm going to put that into my crease. It's just a very light grey toned colour to sort of help me define my creases in my eyes, give me a bit more depth. I wanted something very natural with this look because it's all about the shimmer and glitter really, so I didn't really want to go for anything too dark and too structured and too, it's not very glam. It's my daytime really look. I would wear this in the day or to an evening pub, anything like that. I did want a little bit more extra, so as I just pointed to, I took a bit of a darker brown, which is a nicer colour. It's a bit more pigmented. They're okay to blend. They're okay to blend, that's what I'm going to say. Not pigmented, so they kind of are hardish to blend because you just have to keep adding product if you want to get it really, really good. But as a little, I can't even remember how much it was, £7 or something, I don't know. As a little palette, it's quite good. Then I'm going to take the 2 most shimmery, sort of glittery brown and yellow toned colours in there. Actually there's 4 or 5, but I took these 2 and added them to my lid, the inner sort of third really, and I found that I didn't really need to do any blending with the outside colour that I just put on because it just sort of blend into it on its own, so I quite liked the way it looked and I didn't want to do any more. Then I just took a bit of this other brown which looks lighter in light, just added it to my bottom waterline. I quite like the way it looked. I felt like I just needed a little something. Sometimes I find that your eyes can get lost in pictures and things if you don't do anything on your bottom line, so I did. Then I'm just going to take a normal skin toned liner, like I'm talking really quick, and add it to my waterline. It's just a scandalised one, no big deal, but it's really good. Then I am going to take the mascara from Maybelline New York, and this is the Last Sensational Lash Multiplying Mascara. I have this in waterproof and non-waterproof. I bought the waterproof one for holiday and it was great. Didn't go anywhere when I was swimming, getting wet and doing all that jazz and sweating and sun creams, and it was fab, so very much recommended. I do still have my lash extensions on from holiday, so I'm not going to add any lashes, so I just added a little bit of mascara to them to just give them a little bit of something because they're becoming quite sparse now, so it's almost time for them to come off. Then for my lipstick, I'm going to go for the Collection Exclusive by Julianne. This is Julianne's Nude by the Colourish range for L'Oreal. I'm just outlining my lips, so I've got a little bit of something there. and I took Strip Down from MAC. Just take any liner. It was just the first one I grabbed. It doesn't have to be this one because it kind of gets hidden by the lipstick anyway. And I just added the lipstick all over it. It's such a beautiful pink shimmery shade that it was good on its own. But because this is summer bronzed highlighted, I wanted something else. So I took the L'Oreal Paris. This is a cream like lip gloss, and it's in Protest Queen 103, and I've mentioned this in my boot haul as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you enjoyed it. Watch out for my next video, and I'll see you guys really soon.